What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. I got a lot to be covering in today's video because there's a lot of shit to be telling y'all, so I'm just gonna jump straight into it. As some of y'all might know or might not know, I made a poll online and I said, which would you rather see, another car project or a music video? So y'all decided on another car project, which is kind of what I really wanted to do anyway. I wanted to do the music video, but we're not gonna get into that. So anyways, so as far as the car project goes, it has not been going that well for a while because a lot of people out there be trying to rip you off or scam you on the cars. It's ridiculous. I can't tell you how many cars that I've tried to look at. And there's this one dude that was trying to scam me. He kept saying like, oh yeah, send me a deposit, send me a deposit. I'm like, I'm not sending you a deposit. Like if somebody comes and buys the car, they buy the car. It's not that big of a deal. You know what I'm saying? And then I was like, I'm going to come this weekend to look at the car. And then the weekend came, and then I was like, yo, what time today can I come look at the car? And the dude was like, oh, yeah, anytime, just send me a deposit for me to hold the car. I'm like, I'm not sending you a deposit. Like, what is wrong with this dude? I'm not sending you a deposit. And he was like, okay, bye. And he blocked me. I'm like, what the fuck? So, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was kind of an obvious scam. So, like, but I can't tell you how many cars that I actually went and looked at. And like the people be like, oh yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. Or yeah, just a little this, just a little that, you know what I'm saying? And the car's fucked up, you know what I'm saying? Like I take it for a test drive and I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, come on now. I was like, there's no way I'm paying you this much for this fucking car. But it's got all the, and then blah, blah, I almost bought that fucking Jag. There was a fucking 2012 Jag that I almost bought. And but there was so much shit wrong with the car. It only had 40,000 miles on it, but there was just so much crap wrong with it. So anyways, I also found a junkyard. I found this junkyard that has probably in between 50 and 100 cars that are all from the 50s, 60s, and 70s. You know, I'm talking about classic Cadillacs, Impalas, Chevelles, Catalinas, Pontiac Bonnetvilles, Continentals. Bro, there are so many like beautiful cars there, you know what I'm saying? But the thing is they all been sitting for like 40, 50 years, something like that. So they're yeah, it's gonna take a lot of work. I mean, everything under the hood is no good. Everything inside the car is no good. You know what I'm saying? And I basically just be buying the frame, and I was going to do that. I was going to buy one of those Impalas, and actually I was in between an Impala, Catalina, and Bonneville. I think those were the ones I was in between. But then, you know, I was talking with my dad, and my dad was, you know, kind of explaining to me all the work that has to be going into it. And I was like, yeah. And then finding the parts for all it, and then how much it was going to cost for the parts. Because, I mean, like, bro, it's just a frame. You know, I guess I got to find the engine that will fit in there. You know, the fucking, you know, the tire rods, the drive shaft, all that crap under the car, you know what I'm saying? And then under the hood. So, anyways, I decided that ain't the best route for me to take. So what I decided to do, sorry for that commercial break. So what I decided to do was say fuck it and do the work on the Cadillac, on the Blackmobile. Now the idea that I came up with was something that I've been simmering in the back of my head for many, many years. And I'm not necessarily doing it to the Cadillac. I was going to do it to a vehicle. I just didn't know what vehicle. So I decided to do it with the Caddy. Now, the idea is awesome. Skill level above mine, but I'm going to do it. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to be so fun. It probably going to take me a while. But I've already started collecting the parts. I just spent like 2 days driving all over, you know, in the fucking state. Picking up different parts. I've already put a couple grand into it, by just on the parts alone. So I ain't gonna say what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna say that I have also been calling mechanics in every major city all across America, trying to get advice. And some of the stuff I'm trying to get, you know, help with, nobody can help me with. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's like, yeah, I like that idea. And I had this one dude, he's like, but why? And I was like, because I want to. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, one of the difficulties also that I'm running into is there's some electrical work that needs to be done. And finding the schematics, the electrical wiring schematics for one of the parts is becoming really difficult. I have talked to so many different people, you know what I'm saying? And I can't find it. You know what I'm saying? I've called the fucking, the head office of the goddamn car companies. I've called countless dealerships across America. I've searched Google so goddamn much. I cannot find the wiring schematics to one of the pieces. And there's going to be an issue, I already know, because I need to have a converter from this piece to this piece that doesn't exist. So there's a lot of shit like that that's going to be happening. That's just the wiring part. Then we got, other parts but anyways, like, I'm all excited for this thing. Like, bro, I cannot wait to show y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've already put a couple grand into it, and I got to buy a couple more parts. So that's going to be a couple more grand. And then I got to figure out this electrical thing. But I'm ready to jump on it and get started. But I got to get all the parts and figure out the electric part before I start. But anyways, what was I? Is there anything else I wanted to add to this? So, man, I'm so excited about this. But a lot of people are also telling me, well, I wouldn't say a lot of people. There are a couple people that were telling me, like, bro, it ain't gonna work. You can't do that. It physically won't work. And I was like, don't tell me it physically won't work. Tell me how I can make it work. And that's what I'll be telling people, you know what I'm saying? And then they actually give me a couple ideas. So I've been putting it all together mostly with my thing. I'm hearing people's opinions. I'm hearing their advice, but I'm going with what I have in my head. And I already know it's going to be a bitch to do. It's going to be really hard because, you'll see when it's done. But I'm fucking excited as shit. And I'm going to make it work. It's not going to be perfect. I already know that. It's not going to be perfect. It's not going to look like I want it to look, because it'd have to be perfect for it to look that way. But it's going to be pretty close. In my head, I'm thinking it's going to be pretty close. But I have spent the past 2 weeks almost all day long doing research, taking fucking Photoshop, and trying to get figure it all out, you know what I'm saying? How it's going to work, what needs to be done, what am I going to do? And then the last 2 days I've been driving all around getting fucking parts. But the last 3 days besides that, I've been trying to figure out this electrical thing. And I found a company that does electrical work and builds electrical products. And I told them the idea. And they loved the idea, and I was like, yo, how can I make this work? Like, I know no one's ever done this. It doesn't, it's not supposed to work. How can I make it work? And I was like, bro, I don't mind sending you fucking Cash App, helping me out. Like I spoke to so many people. I need to get this to work, and they said that they down to help me out to the best of their capabilities. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, no one's done this before, so I'm getting a couple different people telling me certain things. Theoretically, it should work. If I do this, if I do that, theoretically it should work. But then a new thing came in where I think I might need a converter or a module or what is it called? A computer system thing. I forgot what it's called. But it's that computer chip or whatever that tells the thing what to do. You know what I'm saying? And the caddy, I have to keep the one that's in the caddy, right? You know what I'm saying? Because it tells all the electrical systems in the caddy what to do. But I got something else that I need that to do. So, like, am I supposed to, like, have 2 computer module systems in the car? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I'm trying to figure out. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, like I said, one of the parts, I got the wiring schematic. Another part, I cannot find the wiring schematic. And I think there's a third part that I'm going to need a wiring schematic or coding for. And that's something else that I might have to jump into. I might have to pay somebody to fucking code the thing. So, anyways, it's a fun project. You know what I'm saying? And I like I said, I can't wait to jump on it. Y'all just don't know. I was having a fucking goddamn excitement overload the other day because I was gonna buy all the parts on eBay, and then I found a couple parts. I finally found a couple car parts for cheaper, a couple $100 off. And I was so goddamn excited. I was like, yes, I'm saving like $600 on this part. You know what I'm saying? And I got so pissed off because when I went to buy one of the parts yesterday, I asked the dude if he could like knock off $100. I was like, hey man, can you knock off $100? And he's like, man, I'm already giving you a really good deal. You know what I'm saying? You know, brand new, this part costs, $2,000 and I'm just giving it to you for this price. And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? But come on. And he's like, I'll tell you what, I'll knock off $50. And I was like, all right, that's cool. I'll take the $50 off. You know, that's something. That's gas money for coming to get the damn thing. All I had was hundreds. And I was like, you got a 50? He's like, no. I was like, you got any money? He's like, no, I ain't got no cash. I'm like, damn. All I had was fucking hundreds on me. So I could have got $50 off. But, you know what I'm saying? But I might be, there's still 3 parts that I know of that I need to get. There might, oh fuck, I forgot about that. There's still 4 parts that I need to get. And there might be a 5th one. I won't know yet until I actually start doing it. So finding these parts is hard as fuck. Unless I want to buy them brand new. And if I buy them brand new, I mean, I'm going to be spending like $20,000 on all these parts. I'm not trying to spend that much money. Not $20,000. I'm trying to keep it like under 10. You know what I'm saying? Maybe closer to 5. Like, that's what I'm trying to do. And I'm doing all the work myself. I ain't paying nobody no fucking shit. Unless they're helping me with the fucking electrical system. But anyways, there is a part that's 2 states away. And it's just like, and they said they will not ship. And I'm like, do I want to drive 2 states away to save $600? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? A lot of shit going on. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? I'm very happy. I'm very excited. I can't wait to show you this. I ain't gonna lie. Theoretically in my head, I'm thinking this should only take a week. But realistically, once I get all the parts, it's probably going to take me a couple months. But anyways, I wanted to share that with you. The new car project is officially started in the aspect of I decided what I'm going to do and I started buying the parts. So once I get all the parts, I'm diving right in that shit like some goddamn good ass pussy. I'm going right in there, you know what I'm saying? Well lubricated. And yeah. I thought about showing y'all like 1 or 2 of the parts to give you like a little sneak preview of what might be going on, but I might show you some parts later. You know what I'm saying? I'm just making the official announcement. New car project has officially started. Holla back at your boy. Peace, love, and Black Power.